Hello, everyone, and welcome back to more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 3, the Jedi Masters. If you're picking this up now, I mean, that's... Hey, welcome, what's up? I don't know why you'd pick this episode to start with, but... Oh, this is the ship. Okay, I was right about that. You could probably take... Yeah, there we go. Alright, that's everything we needed. We can actually leave now. This is a fan-made mod, a fan-made sequel mod to Knights of the Old Republic 2. And I guess tangentially that way Knights of the Old Republic 1, but if you can't tell by the UI, the gameplay, the sounds, and everything, it's running in the KOTOR 2 engine. The mod on the Steam Workshop, go check it out. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I'm quite enjoying it. This is the way we do it. Wasn't there a second path that we didn't take over here? Right, we went to the right last time to get to the tombs. What if we go this way? What's going to be in here? What is that out there? Oh, that's the bridge that leads over to the unnamed tomb where you fight all your visions in KOTOR 2. Because unsurprisingly, this uses so far only KOTOR 2 cells. Maybe we'll get some KOTOR 1 stuff? I almost said KOTOR 3, but that's what this is. For the Sith tombs. I really like the way they connected all this. It's pretty cool. It's well done. I mean, is it a little convenient that our character just so happens to be Force sensitive and he crash lands here on Duxon after visiting Onderon? Yeah, maybe, but... Hey, it's the damn Force. It works in mysterious ways, okay? Now, where's the ship inspection? There it is. Otata is here if you wish his conference. I probably have to talk to you then, if I had to guess. What's up? It's like ship, isn't it? I thought the likes of you. I'd just like to see apply the parts for him yet. Volunteering as chief engineer? Tata is good at these things. Or they are the things that Tata is good at. What are you good at? You have the parts. I have a map. Good, good. And a low circuit booster. Good, good. Hyperdrive regulator. Wait, I didn't talk about the reactor filter. Because he knows I have it. Oh. These are the guys that Fried and Nad probably warned us about. I was about to say we didn't talk about this the thing, but he gave it to us. Imperator should be to have the ship flying. Hyperdrives and maps may wait until we're in orbit. Yes.
That's a good point.
I would agree with that. Probably I'm the only one. Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Get this done as soon as possible. ...
It's been too long since I was off-world. Far too long. When we get this ship, I think there's something we should do.
What's that? I'm all ears.
Sir, Manda, Dad, we have problems.
Problems?
Problems.
Incoming ships. Big ones.
We haven't heard anything.
It sounds crazy, but it's more like I can...
It's force
feel it in
sensitive.
my head. I had the last of the men evacuate. The enemy is landing now.
What makes you think they're the enemy? Did they fire on us?
No, they're just... Trust me, they're bad news and we need to get going.
We need to get going.
What do you say, Doc?
Sig. Didn't finish up the ship. You other two with me.
We shouldn't be long here. Be careful.
Okay, so Kandaros' son is force sensitive.
What the hell happened here?
Can feel something. Just ahead. Whoa. What are you? I'm gonna ask that. Huh? He's a power
Apparently
drill.
the feeling isn't mutual.
Oh, he killed a bunch of bomas. That's what we were looking at. Screamer. Oh yeah? Scream at— whoa! Scream at that, jerk. That was cool. Scream.
Let me handle this.
Scream. Scream.
Good riddance.
It really felt as if it had its own mind.
There may be more of them. We should return to the ship and leave this world.
I've been waiting to leave this place for years. Let's go.
Light side points. I wanted his loot! What else on board?
wrong?
Whoa, Rackles. And a baby Rancor. Multiple baby
Optimal
Rancors.
accuracy ratio achieved.
What the? What the? What the?
Well said.
Any strange looking at them and explain them later. Let's get out of here. So how does this thing fly? What's the front? What's the back? I don't know. I can't tell. So this is
through space, from my end to the end of the galaxy.
He's gonna blow up the temple.
But what does it matter? Too long rested in the tomb.
So that guy, apparently not having control of his mind, is giving me...
They come, and I am ready, for my being is ready, and my spirit has been saved.
Who's that other person?
The void and space I have come, Sith Lord. I am seeking a being, a Sith warrior who will inspire the lost fear into this galaxy.
I see you, Six. I see all that you are, and all that you believe you are, and I will tell you now.
I'll finish what I was talking about in a second.
Towards nor serve one such as you. You are too late, DR. There is no
DR.
left here for you to claim.
So be it. There will be others.
Right through that piece of metal. Oh, he's got a sword, not a lightsaber. Interesting.
The ship. I am aware of another.
It's the headless spirit guy over there. Reading Ned.
Perhaps someone even greater.
Who are you? Why are you invisible?
Well, that was fun.
Alright, go to a ship.
Who the hell were they?
Sith, I think.
Well, whoever they
Yeah.
are, they're smelling our exhaust fumes now.
Yeah. What's with that smell?
It's probably the swamp.
This ship's been
Yeah.
rotting in a jungle swamp for about a decade. What did you think it would smell like? She's called the Something Eagle, by the way. The something was worn off the hull's plaque.
I don't think I recognize that as anything. You tell me about her.
Here, you have the bridge. Boron is doing a great job of piloting, so if I were you, I'd let him be. When we actually have some coordinates, you can use the star map thing behind me to guide the ship there. In the middle of the ship, we actually have a hangar with a small shuttle. It won't go very far itself, but it'll be handy for landing.
Oh, this might actually be
Not
really
many ports
cool.
can handle a ship this size. To the far rear, we have an engine room and Jawas. Lots of Jawas.
Yeah, about that. I'll let you talk to the chief about the whole turning into a Rancor thing, Doc. Not so keen on having him do it in front of me again.
Apart from that, we have the
Wait.
wings and lots of rooms. The port side seems to have been taken over by Mandalorians.
Yeah, I guess we've claimed that area.
Up the
The
side,
Jawa
you
turn into a
can find
Rancor?
private room for yourself. There's a locker and, well, maybe there's a few things you can find to stick in there. Apart from that, we're just waiting for somewhere to go.
Back to Andra?
Yeah, about that too. Why do you want to find Revan?
It's a hobby. Academic interest, really.
I admit it's been a while since these eyes and ears were sober, but even I can't miss the obvious. Who do you say organized the meeting on Onderon?
The Queen.
For what purpose?
Funding an expedition.
And it just so happens that the 3 people she assembles are, correct me if I'm wrong here, Basta Lashan, HK-47, and the head of the Genoharadan. Am I the only one that finds this a little suspicious?
What are you saying?
3 factions, each with their own means and interests in finding Revan. Imagine if they all came together. Could they do it? What do you say, Doc? You want to be the one who finds Revan? Then how about being the ambassador for the first Genoharadan Republic Droid Alliance?
Sounds like my destiny. Sounds like mayhem. Sounds
You travel enough and get to my age, you learn a few hyperspace coordinates off by heart. I'll input what I know to the map. I'll even throw in a few extra ones for good measure.
Sounds good. Anything else?
Karnos is awake, by the way. I found an old cage to put him in, but he wants out. If this is your plan, I guess we might have to, because, incidentally, I'm in. I'll let you see to him.
This is cool. This is like our
Sailing hatch
hub world.
initiating internal atmosphere. All systems nominal. Welcome aboard.
This is cool. It's like a hub world kind of thing, I think. I mean, it's not gonna work out the way I'm hoping. Because the way I'm hoping is like... Whoa. Whoa, hold on now. Can't wear that. Ah. I can wear this. Oh god, I gotta deal with ugly headwear in this game again. What else did we get? Yeah, I got a lot of things I'm in the middle of talking about. One, was kind of like thinking of this as like a hub world where like we would take the shuttle to land, like we'd fly this to a planet, take the shuttle down to the surface and stuff like that. Satisfaction! I ask you about the whole Rancor thing. Shapeshifter, a force former. So you're not a Jawa? On force using your own minds of training, don't forget original forms. You become an undecided form. Proud they were unhappy, they just lost the tribe leader, you see. I cannot just say those form present himself to lead them. It was like Jedi codes of righting us wrong, I like to do the right. Or you like the Jedi. Formerly, I mean, oh, you know what I mean. Some would reference future counselor, force formers, only a nickname for themselves. Useful. New forms, you still always talking to a person. What do you say? Huh. Interesting. Well, that's cool. But yeah, I was kind of like thinking of this as like a hub world, and as you did stuff in the galaxy, stuff would end up here. Like you'd get new stuff, new merchants' rooms, stuff like that. You kind of build like a community on board the ship, if you know what I mean. What was I talking about before that? I was talking about what that screamer made me think of. I don't know if any of you have read. Gosh, hold on. I think I have it around here somewhere. It's an old Star Wars book. Oh boy, I don't remember who wrote it. I think it's called The Truce of Bakura. Hold on, I've got it here somewhere. Yes, here we go. Oh boy. Come on. Can't. What? Why is it not? I've got it pulled up on my phone here, and it's not. Come on. This. There we go. By Kathy Tyers, The Truce of Bakura. It's been a long time since I read it, but I do remember a part where they were like using the Force to like make Force imbued slaves or something. That's what that screamer is making me think of. What's over here? Probably nothing. Yeah, because this is typically how you get back to the Ebon Hawk. But that's what it was making me think of, and the way that, like, It might have even been like Force sensitive droids. Don't remember. It's been so long since I've read that book. Panel 01. Oh, this is my room. Bed, I assume I can sleep. Probably heals me. I don't know. Panel 01. Hello, yeah, I'm the computer. What do you want? Security cameras. Audio's not available. Port dormitory. Oh, that's annoying. Well, ask about you. Me? What do you want to know about me? What are you? G10-400. Pretty standard model for this type of ship. Get criticized timeless to the personality programs, but it's all good to me. What the shit? You know its name? Last lot of dudes. I just called it the Eagle. Can't say much more about that. Okay. So we don't know what it's actually called. Probably like the what's a good name? We get to name it, everybody. What do we want to name it? Oh, like the Star Wars Eagle or the oh look, it's what's his name? Kanos. Hey Shadow.
Do you need my skin?
Why are you called the Shadow?
You want to pry into my past?
Yeah, pretty much. Trying to get to know you better. Give me a designation instead. That's a good point.
Astute of you. Yes, my codename was indeed given to me by another. A former employer, actually. He was a Roman named Hulas.
He was the leader of the Geno Haradan. Out of work.
Hulas was actually head of the Geno Haradan at the time.
Yeah.
The position Kanos now holds. Not only did he name me, he trained me, gave me these blades. He was a good guy when it came down to certain things. Bit of an overaimer. Lots of imagination. Claimed he'd met Revan once.
Oh, he met him.
In the end, it's what got him into his final trouble. But that's an explanation for another time.
He was killed by Revan. Search for Revan. Vassalon, Telos, HK, and... Ugh. Oh, no. Not M478. So much walking. Oh, I paused on accident. I was like, what happened?
You want to pry?
Did Revan kill Hulas?
No. Like I said, they only met the once. It was on Manan. Hulas tried to persuade him to join with the assassins. Revan refused, which surprised Hulas, to say the least. He thought the man who helped massacre Malachor V would have been a little more receptive to the idea. The brief confrontation got to him. The idea that a Sith Lord could turn so moral. I've personally discovered in recent years that Revan was having memory troubles at the time, but it still got to my mentor. He started to question things, started to wonder if the Geno Haradan should be taking more responsibility throughout the galaxy.
Okay, so this is altering the timeline.
Especially the other three heads of the organization. They didn't agree with it. I'll continue with this later. Too much information too quickly can... Do you need my... You want to... Yes and no. Although Hulas was becoming an idealist, he didn't actually outrank the other three. The traitors hatched a few weak plots, but none ever came to pass. It wasn't until some years later, when a new up-and-comer came into their ranks, that things became more active. A young up-and-comer named Kanos. Of course, since this was Kanos, removing Hulas was only one part of the plan. Out of the four, he was actually the last to die. He was ranked 5th at the time, and because of the structure of the company, if the four above him were all to die, he would be the sole head. After suggesting the best way to kill Hulas, he allowed the others to finalize the plan. Along the way, he took each of them aside and had a few private words. He pointed out how greedy all the other heads were, and how willing they might be to turn against the others once Hulas was out of the way. Minutes before their grand plan took place, they turned on each other out of fear of being stabbed in the back afterwards. Hulas found their bodies, and before he could figure out what had happened, was shot in the back at close range by an eddy. The Geno Haradan had a new leader. This was about 8 years ago, and I was only 16. I found my way out, though. Do you need my... You want... He found me when I was close to a year old. I never knew my parents. Doctors tell me I'm Corellian, but apart from that, I've no clue as to my family.
23 years with
I
Hulas.
think Hulas wanted to train a successor without the burden
No,
of safekeeping
15
a family. That was where I came into it. One day when I was
8 years
5,
ago.
we'd spent all day training. He was trying to teach me stealth tactics. During the night, I snuck into his room and got a blade to his throat. He was impressed. I'd come out of the night at him like, well, hence the codename.
The name you've ever had?
Like I said, never knew my parents. Shadow was good as any other.
Trying to find your parents?
I guess a part of me's always been curious. Don't even know where to start looking, though. I remember a couple of years ago, this Aqualish merchant came up to me thinking my name was Fire. I told him he was mistaken. Then, when he was walking away, he started talking about how some people look like their father. Wish I'd stopped him now, but...
And where he went?
He was a merchant, and it was on a flight to Coruscant. If you're talking about tracking him down, I'd say a store on the Republic capital would be a good place to start. Just make sure I'm there when you start asking questions. Otherwise,
Wow.
I can't really point him out.
Okay. Just any store on Coruscant.
Do you need my... You... Do you need...
You work for
For the droid overlord,
good perks with the job?
you get to travel, wear what you want, socialize with droids. Yeah, I like it.
Alright, we'll talk to Kanos.
This is demeaning.
Shadow Mimi says he can't trust you.
I know you want Revan. Perhaps I
He's
can
got a
help prove
mullet.
it to you. I'm in possession of something which may assist.
What is it?
I don't have it with me. It's a little too big. We shall have to go to my office on Eti 4. Unless you can get into my base yourself. I have a personal interest in finding Revan Doctor. Release me, and you shall have my cooperation, my resources, and my skill.
Put one foot on the line, I will kill you.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
Kanos has joined your party. Physically leaks, master manipulator. Dialogue options will appear. Wow. Oh, I'm evil. Okay. This is really cool. I'm really liking this. The way it's like introducing new mechanics of, oh, when Kanos is in your party, you get unique dialogue where he can do cool stuff for you. Wait. No, those are just the cells. I'm not gonna look at them. If there's something there, sucks for me I missed it because I'm lazy. But also, that's pretty rude of him to do that. Why is this thing... Oh, it's a lab station, okay. I guess there wasn't one on the original Goto yacht. Sorry, it's not the Goto yacht. It's the something evil. Still didn't name it. Ship's log. Well, maybe that'll help. Entry 567. That damn droid, I know it has something to do with it. First, Jono goes missing, now Clarice is killed during an accident in the engine room. My lieutenant says I shouldn't deactivate it. Or let it know our suspicions, just in case I found a few surprises in store around the ship. You may have a point. 568. Well, we almost made it to Onderon, but guess what? Our engines have failed. My last entry before we abandon ship, I won't be telling the droid. We'll leave it. Probably our best bet. Rumors of tribes here in Duxon. Perhaps they can help us. Quick hop to the sister planet. That droid. I feel sorry for anyone who finds it. What droid are you talking about? Oh, hey, Candace. What's up? Oh, this is where all the Mandalorians
Yeah,
are.
alright, speak.
Impression you have some stories to tell.
We all have stories, Doc.
What's your time with Revan?
You're that desperate, eh? Alright, I'll
A
play.
dialogue-heavy episode.
Yeah, I knew Revan. Better than most, probably. Even if I don't get everything about him.
What does that mean?
Just over 15 years ago now, I ran into him on Terrace.
Wow.
Didn't have a clue who he
15
was at the
years.
time. Just some punk visitor to the Undercity. Shows what I knew. Something must have been right in my head that day, though. Because we ended up stealing my boss's ship and
It says
hightailing
it's
it
like it
out
all
of there
happens in
during a
one
Sith
day.
bombardment.
You know, it actually doesn't.
Eventually, though, everything came out. He didn't have to request anything from me after that. He was Revan. The man, the general, the legend who had crushed the Mandalorian uprising. I was his to command.
I mean, I guess it's a
We
way to
united
call it.
together, then marched on his own psychotic old apprentice. Malik had no chance.
Must have been proud. You'd hear he was a childless whelp.
After that, everything seemed to quiet down again. Then he left. Before you ask, no, I don't know where he went. And I don't really know why. An old man gets tired when he goes on too long like this.
Yeah, I guess it's fair you wouldn't really know.
Yes, Doctor.
You all holding up?
Great now that we're off that moon.
About this guy.
Yes, Doctor. Great now.
Okay, they all have the same dialogue. Talk to Candace.
Yeah, alright, speak. And make it interesting.
I like the main party voice actors. Kanas, the Shadow, and Candace so far. Sig is a little... Just the audio quality is a little almost robotic. I don't know if that's intentional or if it's just the voice actor they got. Just the mic. These all that stuff to your client?
What am I, a Minoc in heat?
Whoa.
These are my brood. Clan Ordo is officially down
So
to
who's
2.
his mom?
Yours truly and that energetic kid you keep seeing around me.
A thought I had earlier on Duxon when we were leaving, when he heard the screaming, which me and him are the only two who have heard it. I'm force sensitive. He's probably force sensitive. Made me think the mom has to be force sensitive. My first thought was Mira. Is that accurate? No idea.
Died during childbirth. Or something.
That's not accurate.
If you want to ask about that sort of thing, you better talk to him.
You don't remember? Absent father.
Yeah. We all have... Well, I didn't just sit around with my thumb up me. He gave me instructions, you know. He said I had to prepare for something. Said I had to raise an army and prepare for his return. I heard he said something similar to Cartho Nasi. It went well for a time. We numbered in the hundreds. Hell, I was even there when Nihilus fell. But then, of course, things started to go wrong. After Telos, there was no more battles to fight. That's not good for a bunch of Mandalorians. On Duxon, we became more like farmers. We had to. If we just kept hunting and killing the jungle, we would run out of supplies.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Finally, some of the men snapped. Just up and left. Said they'd rather be bounty hunters for some hut than wait for a general who might never return.
Is that when you started drinking?
Yeah, I guess. The rest of it you sort of know. We were gradually whittled down by time to 7. 6 now that Draenix is gone. Though you won't find me losing too much sleep over that. I guess I better say thanks to you, Doc. If I haven't already. If you and your friends hadn't crashed, well...
So I wonder
don't
if
know
this
where
is
we
getting
would've ended
at,
up.
like... Very welcome, Mandalore.
Just wish I knew where to go from here.
I wonder if this
Never
is,
mind.
like, playing at the idea of Andreas and his movement of these, quote, true Mandalorians, to borrow a canon term. Is playing at the idea of the Death Watch and the new Mandalorian movement from, like, the Clone Wars era. Whether Canderous and his boys become
Yeah.
the Death Watch, essentially.
Yeah.
Because they want to keep their
I've been
warrior
thinking.
ways.
I think I'm going to kill some stuff.
How eloquent.
Let me explain. A Mandalorian is raised to warfare. It's our aim, it's our purpose in life. If we aren't fighting a good fight, then might as well just stay at the bottom of a bottle. Now, I can't use the Force. Never been able to, probably never will. But I can appreciate it. I know the way it works. I mean, I know the way it thinks. 'Cause it does think. I've seen its evidence.
He's very, like, Han
It
Solo
meant for you to
episode
crash on that
7.
moon, and it meant for
right
us
now.
to meet. Just as much as it meant
Stories
for
of
me to run
Jedi,
into Revan
so
on
true.
Terrace.
All of it.
And I reckon that means I'm meant to follow you. You're no Revan, no offense. But you're something. Maybe you're something to this galaxy. As far as I'm concerned, that means you need people watching your back. So listen, because I want you to know this. I will follow you to the end of this. No matter what happens or where
Same
you
thing
go,
he said to Revan are very similar.
I'll be there for as long as you need me.
I'll follow you to the ends of the galaxy, Revan. Good to hear you getting passionate, Candace.
There'll be more. Don't worry. Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna come back and talk to him later. For the moment, I wonder if we will get his son. Because we're gonna get Bastila, we're probably gonna get HK. This will probably be his son. Bastila, HK. I don't know who else. What have we got in here? A locked cache. I assume we have to use this computer to open it. Yes. Let's get in here. Cache access controls. Hack the control nexus. Well, that was easy. Whoa! Not even worry about it. Please tell me I can wear that. I can't wear that. Dark side. Captain's belt. Whoa. Do you get anything else besides a double-bladed lightsaber? No, not really. And that Nath cowling. Captain's belt's cool, but I mean, this gives me less. This gives me no computer use, but I get repair, trade injury, and demo, and lower security. But I get like a data pad. Actually, ships log. No, I had all that. Let's just clear this out because we're probably going to be getting a lot of items that are cool and unique. So I'm going to clear all this. Squad recovery stims are wacky. It's really weird. It heals every party member, including droids, for 10. It's like you never see them in the base game. You can find them like with TSL RCM, but other than that, they don't really show up. Like ever. Weird. Okay, so I assume that's supposed to be like the shuttle door. Or the hangar door, if I had to guess. I assume it's like actually an elevator or a lift or something. Can't use that? Alright. It's just a terminal. Ah, we got like a little workstation here, huh? That we can't use. My hit chance 6. Yeah, we'll not be switching to a double blade for a little while. We'll clear. Okay, if we found. Oh, that's a nice little plant there. If we found the captain's quarters, and we got a dark side robe and a yellow double-bladed saber. I mean, clearly they were aligned somewhat with the dark side. Actually, I wonder, do we get to see the Ebon Hawk out here? I think I did see it. Oh. Nice. They even tried to make it match the background. I mean, they did a pretty good job for, like, this part, but, nice. But you know what? I'm not gonna doo-doo on them at all for that, because it's really nice to see that they actually took, like, the time and the effort and the care to do that. And think about those little things.
Nice to see you around, Doc.
Well, knowing the enemy coming before they did.
Oh, that? It's just like this warm buzz that I get in my head when something bad's gonna happen.
Yeah, precognition.
Nice to see.
That's about you. Actually, any good in a fight?
Well, I can fire a blaster. I know how they work. Maybe I'll get to prove myself one day. Nice to see you around. I'm not too sure what he can say that I can't, but go ahead.
You didn't get together normally, did you?
I'm not too sure what happened between my parents, but I know that I was mainly raised by my mother. She died, though, when I was young. A friend, an aunt or something, tacked down Candace and passed me on to him. That'll be 9 years ago now. I don't blame him for being a little distant about me, and I'm not too sure how a true Mandalorian is meant to raise their kids. I know he cares for me, though. He must do if he's looked after me for this long. The others keep an eye out for me, too. It's just too bad. Everyone will always just see me as the kid.
Well, you're definitely
Nice
force
to see you.
sensitive, buddy. Doesn't shit.
Handling brilliant considering what it's been through. I would love to see it in a real fight, though.
I don't think I'm ready to see it in a real fight. Alright, what's up, Connell? Well, let's check out. It's probably the galaxy map equivalent. Red Var. Interesting. I'm not going to pick any of those yet. We'll talk to Kano some more time.
Ah, the doctor returns.
The doctor returns. Not exactly the one to become the head of the Genohara then.
Well, that's a long story. I take it you want
Is
to
this guy
hear it.
Chiss? No, he would have red eyes.
You won't be getting too much out of me, trade secrets and all that, but I worked hard to get here. It's a case of manipulating people in the right order, really. The right words in the right ears. You'd be amazed how effective paranoia can be. If you want the full answer, I suggest you speak to your assassin friend with the hair. He may know more than he's telling.
I want to ask about his skin, because it is...
I'm an Eti. It's a skin pigmentation, you nerve herder. Which ones, the Genoharadan or the Eti?
The Eddie. I don't actually...
Well, I'm hardly a historian. If you want a full textbook recited to you, there's a good librarian on Eti 4 who'd do the job.
We'll definitely
From
be
what
talking
I
to
know,
him.
it was a human colony at one point that mingled with another species. Something to do with mixing tech and brawn, hence the odd industrial look the planet has. Beyond that, I can't really help you. Make it one of your missions to find out more if you like.
Actually will. The whole killing thing.
You mean in an ethical way, or as we say in the industry, the HK way?
The HK way. Got any tips?
Some people have strange concerns about how to do it. Apparently, it's right to do it quickly and to their face. It's all nonsense to me. A kill is a kill. If the most convenient way to accomplish your target's death is to shoot them in the back of the head when they're not looking, then so be it. Don't have too many hang-ups about making it quick for them either. They're going to be dead soon enough, so who cares if they're going to go through an hour of pain first?
Ethical way.
Not a bit. You've killed before, wild animals, if nothing else. What were your ethics for them?
Kill them because I had to, it's always the enemy, and they always attack first.
And just suppose you knew, hypothetically, that a person would attack you in just a few minutes, and if they did, you would die. Why not simply kill them?
That's
Saving
an interesting
yourself.
dilemma. At least not to up until the last second. There's a situation I would run away from them, knew this would get hurt. Definitely knew, yes, but you never could. This one, I guess.
You clearly haven't seen as much of the galaxy as I have. People are basic creatures. They always act on the one path. There is never a choice.
Who believes in fate, clearly? Why do you want to find Revan?
Curiosity, would you believe? I don't like not knowing things, and Revan's secrets are quite the thing to know.
Interesting. Well, we didn't find Sig, but that's okay. She's got to be somewhere around here. Maybe in one of these, and I didn't look. Oh well. The docking access. Captain's quarters. I actually wonder if picking a location won't, like, load us into it, and we'll actually have to go into the shop. But that's gonna do it for this episode. We're gonna end this one here. We're, I think, finally, like, past the intro to the game, if you will, and we're moving on to the actual meat of this mod. But that we'll have to wait until next time. He's not even using the computer, right? That's gonna do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.